Greetings fellow Whovians, welcome to Timey Wimey Review. Very special video today as I am at the Museum of Art and Gallery here in Peterborough for the very special Doctor Who exhibition that is taking place throughout 2025. So it was opened back in May and it's running all the way through to November of this year for a unofficial adventure in space and time. Lots of cool props and costumes from 60 plus years of Doctor Who, so please hit the subscribe button, that will really help out this channel. Let's go explore this Doctor Who exhibition, Adventures in Time and Space, right here at Peterborough. And we have this beautiful banner here outside of the museum exhibiting all the wonderful Doctor Who stuff inside. It is only just a 5-minute walk from Peterborough train station as well. Very easy to get to. So let's pop inside. Here we go, walk through one Tardis and see another Tardis. This gallery's just around the corner. Let's have a look. Before we go into the main exhibition, we got this beautiful poster of A Sigma in the Happiness Patrol, signed by Sylvester McCoy and Sophie Aldred. Fun fact, when this exhibition was opened back in May 2025, it was opened by Doctor Who Illumi's Peter Purves, who played Stephen Taylor, and Dominic Glynn, who was one of the music composers for Doctor Who in the 80s. And this is the main entrance, and wow, I am absolutely blown away. And this is just the first part of this exhibition. I can't wait to have a deep dive into every little detail. A new addition to this exhibition is this Fourth Doctor's secondary console, which was used throughout season 14 of classic Doctor Who from the TARDIS's secondary console room. And wow, looks gorgeous, doesn't it? I just want to play with all those buttons, and I know I can't. And the Gallifreyan theme continues with these beautifully recreated outfits and costumes from 60 years of Doctor Who Time Lords. Again, just the details from these replicas are absolutely stunning, and again, just blown away. And I've only barely scratched the surface of this exhibition with all these wonderful costumes and replicas. And of course, it wouldn't be complete without having K9 by the Doctor's side. Wow, now we are in for a treat. The first ever TARDIS console that was used throughout the 60s. Beautifully recreated. This exhibition has a mixture of surviving props and replicas. And the detail in this is phenomenal. I couldn't build anything like this at all. And it's just great to see, especially with it all lighting up as well, with all those switches and dials. Again, I just want to play with it. Again, this is so good. I think this one was based off the docudrama An Adventure in Space and Time. But again, just breathtaking. Absolutely stunning. This is incredibly fitting with the upcoming Doctor Who spin-off, The War Between the Land and the Sea, coming out a little bit later this year. We have the Sea Devils and Silurians. Are you looking forward to this new spin-off? Let me know in the comments. But again, just how tall these costumes are as well. That's what surprises me. You know, I'm just over 6 foot, or just about 6 foot. And again, they are very towering figures. And again, just beautifully crafted. So much detail. And just preserving them as well is effort alone. I do like what's been placed around this exhibition is the boards giving you a bit more details of the various Doctor Who props, costumes, monsters and aliens. Oh, here we go. I know a lot of people are terrified by the Daleks, but These are equally terrifying, the Cybermen. I know a lot of people are scared of the Cybermen. And again, extra information going into full detail of the history of the Cybermen, when they were created, when they were first made their appearance in Doctor Who, and yeah, just showing a history really of all the upgrades. And let's take a closer look of these terrifying Cybermen and these detailed upgrades, starting with the first one from the 10th planet. And look at those eyes as well. Oh god, it just terrifies me. I think the Mondasian Cybermen are the most terrifying. Let me know in the comments, my fellow Whovians, which version of the Cybermen do you like, is your favourite. Let's continue with the Cybermen of the 70s, and you might just hear the music soundtracks from various classic Cybermen stories in the background, but let's have a look at this one. This one's from the moon base, and yeah, just the difference and the details as well in these costumes. I remember playing with those balls and hoses on the side of those arms when I was in infant school, but how they were used when they were first sort of came about back in the 60s is yeah, it's very detailed, very imaginative. This has got to be a classic of classics, my fellow Whovians, the Tomb of the Cybermen, the second Doctor story. And then next to him is, we've got a few, so we've got like the Revenge of the Cybermen, and we've got the Head of the Cybermasters. I think it should have been called Cyberlords myself, but what is your favourite Doctor Who Cyberman episodes or stories? I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments, but this nice display here of basically recreating Telos is brilliant. Speaking of Tomb of the Cybermen, we have the Cyber Controller, and just how tall and slim and just terrifying this Cyber Controller is. I always remember that cliffhanger, "You belong to us, you shall be like us," with that really monotone electronic voice. Just terrifying, stuff of nightmares. Moving on to the Cybermen of the 80s, and that was my first introduction to the Cybermen, was from the 5th Doctor story Earthshock, and again a brilliant 5th Doctor story in my opinion. And we have the upgraded Cyber Controller as well from Attack of the Cybermen, and then we have this Cyberman, or kind of looking like a Cyber Leader replica from Earthshock, and again that hollow mouthpiece. I really preferred that in the 80s Cybermen with those chest units. And again, just the detail in the replicas, even down to the different boots that they wore from the two different stories. We have a Cyberman from the 7th Doctor story, Silver Nemesis, full on silver there. And again, just the difference in the sort of chest plates. All of this, including the music, is just bringing so much nostalgic memories of watching these classic stories. Oh, it's just brilliant. Yeah, this one is just reminding me of the cliffhanger from Silver Nemesis, with the Cybermen coming out of their space shuttle. And again, like I said, just the details, and just again different fabrics that they used between the two stories. This one here from Attack of the Cybermen as well, with their weaponry. And yeah, look at all these guns as well. I like the sound effects that the guns made. Choo, choo, choo. And into the modern era with the Cyber Shade and the Cybermen, starting off from the Age of Steel. And again, just great. And then we had the further upgrades from the Nightmare in Silver. I wasn't a big fan of this design. I feel like they were just starting to be a bit more invincible from my memory of watching that Cybermen story, or episode, shall I say. But these ones I really liked. They were great. We have the Lone Cyberman from The Haunting of Villa Diodati, an underrated 13th Doctor episode in my opinion. And then the upgraded Cybermen and the Cyber Warriors as well from the Timeless Child series. And yeah, again, sort of going back to their best in my opinion when Chris Chibnall gave them an upgrade. It wouldn't be a Doctor Who exhibition without a Tardis. And I love the simplicity of the design there, of being disguised as a police box. Just pure genius, in my opinion. If you had a TARDIS, where would you go? Would you go forward? Would you go back? Let me know in the comments. Oh my giddy aunt, just when I thought this exhibition couldn't get any better, we've got the space station from the Trial of the Time Lord season, the Sixth Doctor season, the Trial spaceship. Oh my gosh, this is huge. I know this is the replica because I know they constructed a bottom half for this originally for this story. But oh my gosh, again, just waves of nostalgia of that opening music from Dominic Glynn and that sort of zooming camera shot of the space station. Oh my gosh, this is brilliant. Here's another viewpoint, and again, just so much detail. It's amazing. Absolutely gobsmacked. More Doctor Who costumes. We've got the First Doctor's costume, the costume from the missing First Doctor story, Marco Polo. We've got the unit uniform there. The Doctor's outfit from the Comic Relief special, The Curse of Fatal Death. And then we got this uniform from the Nerva Beacon from the Ark in Space. Amazing stuff. Again, tons of effort from these replicas and restored props. Obviously, we had Hawk there from the Third Doctor story, The Demons of Demons. Not recognising this. You're going to have to help me out here in the comments, my fellow Whovians. But I do recognise this one, the Seventh Doctor's scarf and hat. I don't remember him having a watch though. It's a nice little bonus feature to have in this exhibition. Absolutely loving it. Then we've got the Ambassador's helmet, the astronaut helmet from Ambassadors of Death. Another classic of Doctor Who stories. These are the Hemivores, or like the various stages of the Hemivores from the Curse of Fenric. Just so much detail, and hats off to the people that recreate them. We also have the Enigma machine from the Curse of Fenric, the Gold Arrow from Silver Nemesis, and carrying on with the Seventh Doctor vibes, we have Kane melting away face from Dragonfire. Might not have been a classic Doctor Who story, but that scene was certainly iconic. More props, this time from the modern era. So you have the robot head from Kablam. Again, a lot of people don't like Kablam. I do. I'm going to have to rewatch it or review it at some point on this channel. But we have handles. We gotta love handles, don't we? From the final 11th Doctor story, The Time of the Doctor. Poor handles. And where it all began back in 2005 for the revised series of Doctor Who, The Auton Head. Some nice unique items from Doctor Who. So we got the full sort of baby green alien head from the Delta and the Bannermen, and a sort of CGI or 3D model of the head of Peter Capaldi that was used for Heaven Sent, I believe. And then the animatronics of the spider. Just so much detail goes into making Doctor Who. You can see where all the sort of budget went, and it wasn't that much of a budget to start off with as well. Some iconic Doctor outfits for you to see here, my fellow Whovians, starting with the Sixth Doctor outfit, designed by, of course, Pat Godfrey. And I like that we have a bit of the concept art as well to go with this costume. Very garish costume, but worn well by Colin Baker. And we have the Fourth Doctor's outfit, Tom Baker's final season as the Fourth Doctor, as worn from the Leisure Hive onwards. And going back in time to the previous season for Tom Baker with his outfit from the Key to Time, or I should say a couple of seasons really, with the Key to Time outfit, and then Lazy Astrid's outfit worn by Lala Ward. And the Key to Time prop as well. I've never seen the full Key to Time season. It's on my to-do list, I promise you. Just so many unique items in this exhibition. So these are all the spaceships that was part of what the delicate ships were from the long lost 12-part epic, The Daleks' Master Plan. And again, with some of these being replicas, it just shows what it was like pretty much for Doctor Who throughout its 60-year history. So we've got a couple of weaponry. I recognise that weaponry from the second Doctor's final story, the War Games, and then we've got this TARDIS prop from Fury of the Deep. Just beautiful, and again, just the effort that's been made for all these wonderful Doctor Who enthusiasts, just to give you a bit of a glimpse of what it was like to make this wonderful show that we all love. Now we go into sort of some of the Matt Irvine legendary props and models that he's made. So we got the giant spider there from Planet of the Spiders. We saw that little spaceship there from The Invisible Enemy. And again, just wonderful sculpture work as well from Matt, who of course designed K9, we saw earlier in this exhibition. But look at this from the Face of Evil, that nice sort of tower monument building there of the Fourth Doctor. Again, various guns and weaponry. And I like this, this substation from Warriors of the Deep. Just so small, but when captured on camera, yeah, I thought it was really, really good. Again, just gives you just an insight into how they made these wonderful props and models for Doctor Who throughout its 60-year history. Honestly, just blown away by this exhibition. So grateful, so glad that I was able to come here today. And again, more props from Warriors of the Deep. So we got the Silurian ship and the big underwater underwater sea station, not space station. And just the details as well, even if they are replicas, just the details that went through, like you might be able to see in the camera, just the sort of the stains from this sea station being underwater as well. Just highly detailed. I'm really, really impressed. And we also have some model work from the Seventh Doctor story, Remembrance of the Daleks, with the Dalek shuttlecraft. And I'm assuming that's Davros's escape pod. Don't remember seeing that, but let me know in the comments if you think I'm right. Hide behind the sofa if you wish, but it's time to meet the Daleks. And what a set of Daleks we've got here at this exhibition. That is just basically 60 years of Daleks right here in Peterborough. A few more facts and information from the most iconic villains in Doctor Who. Let's meet the Daleks in more detail. Are they your favourites? Let me know in the comments. But here we go. Starting off way back in 1963 with the Daleks, aka the mutants. Followed by the Daleks' invasion of Earth with the Saucer Command Dalek. And we have the Dalek from the third story from the First Doctor era, The Chase. And again, just the details. All the details on there and just how colourful they were, even though at the time it was all filmed in black and white. But again, the differences in the slats at the middle there. Then we move on to the Emperor Dalek, seen in Evil of the Daleks. And again, just brilliant. So much effort being made at this exhibition and recreating these iconic monsters for us to see here at this exhibition in Peterborough. Moving on to the 70s now, with one from the Death to the Daleks. And again, just slight details makes all the difference. So we've got like the sort of bullet guns that they had from that particular Third Doctor story. Moving on, we have the Daleks creator, Davros, from Genesis of the Daleks. And then that classic metallic gun grey Dalek from Destiny of the Daleks. Moving on to the 80s there with Resurrection of the Daleks, and you can just see the Dalek Trooper behind there. And then the Imperial Daleks from Remembrance of the Daleks. Again, just showing that sort of evolution of the design work. Well, although quite iconic, they didn't go too much change in the designs as we go into the modern era there with Dalek Sec and the Bronze Dalek that we all know and love and still going on to this day. And then we have the Drone Dalek that was introduced in Victory of the Daleks, part of the Paradigm Daleks. Again, just how big that Drone Dalek is as well. I know not many people were a fan of it, but appreciated all the same. Oh, I love seeing the Daleks there, but you forget how many iconic monsters and aliens that there were in Doctor Who. Let's have a look at some more. We've got the Ood, the Jadoon, the Clockwork Droids. Of course, another one that's become quite iconic in the modern era, Doctor Who, the Weeping Angel. Don't Blink, of course, and yeah, just staring at it. It's quite ghoulish. Boo! Did I make a jump? Let me know in the comments. We've got the Sycorax, the Vervoids, and again, this one here from the classic 5th Doctor story, Terminus. I've forgotten what this alien is called now. I only remember it as Syl from the Vengeance of Varos and Mind Warp. But I've forgotten what the aliens are actually called. Let me know in the comments, please, my fellow Whovians. I've completely forgotten. I'm sorry. But again, just a great step in 60 years of Doctor Who with these wonderful props that are on offer today and costumes. Honestly, I'm just mind blown. Obviously, we have the robot there from Robot to Death. And that one's, I think it's from Warrior's Gate. And then this is a story that I will be reviewing over the summer. So watch this space on the Timey Wimey YouTube channel. This is from the Ledger Hive. Amazing stuff. Just absolutely breathtaking. And we round off this carnival of monsters, starting with the Ice Warriors here. Again, just how tall they are as well for people to be inside. It can't have been easy to be inside these costumes and walking around as well. Just the design work on this is just stunning. We have the Quarks from the 2nd Doctor story, the Dominators. We have a Sontaran there as well from the 6th Doctor story, the Multi-Doctor story, the 2 Doctors. Again, just slightly different to another Sontaran there. They're a bit more taller. And last but not least, we have the mighty Sutekh from Pyramids of Mars. I definitely prefer this design over to the reimagined design that we've seen more recently. And look at this, Fifi from the Happiness Patrol. It's quite scary when you see these wonderful costumes up close. And we have this warrior from Battlefield. Again, just the idea of the animatronics. Amazing stuff. This is very much appreciated. We've got a nice little board there for the acknowledgements of everyone that's helped put together this wonderful exhibition and all the design work that has been taking place throughout Doctor Who. Just in the entranceway, there's a bit of more information about a charity that they did, and as part of this charity, they knitted this very long 4th Doctor scarf that goes all the way top of the gallery, which is free, of course. You can check this gallery out for free. It's just the exhibition that you have to pay additional fee for. That's quite a clever way to introduce yourself to this art gallery, by following the scarf all the way from the top floor right down to the bottom. And I can't believe they managed to knit this. This just goes on for forever. It's like a Tardis. It's like a scarf Tardis. And I didn't notice this in the entranceway either. This is opposite the poster of Ace that I showed you earlier. And this is the copy, or is it the genuine Mona Lisa, which is signed by Lala Ward and Tom Baker. Great stuff. And just by the entrance to this gallery, you can get some Doctor Who memorabilia that is on offer. Nice little mixture here. So we've got the board games, bags, pin badges. Some really, really cool stuff. Let's have a quick look at the bottom. Can't get any more British than that, really, can't it? With a Tardis teapot. Or if you're into coffee, there's glasses as well. Espresso shots. And some not so Lego type copies of the Tardis and the Daleks. Some more merchandise there with some t-shirts and socks. And some actual t-shirts for your time in Adventures in Time and Space. The unofficial Doctor Who exhibition here in Peterborough. It's really cool. And also some canvases that are on sale, which was displayed in the museum's cafe. Wow, I am absolutely speechless. That was a fantastic exhibition. Honestly, so many props, so many costumes. Honestly, it was so good. I was really impressed with that one. Well worth the £5 admission for that, which I bought online in advance. Probably best to do that on the website just to avoid any disappointment. I'll put a link in the description below for the website details. But yeah, if you can make it, do check this exhibition out in the Peterborough Art and Gallery Museum. You won't be disappointed. It's running till the 2nd of November. If you can't make it, at least we've had a bit of a detailed look inside the museum for you, my fellow Whovians. Let me know in the comments below if you have managed to attend this museum. What did you think about the Doctor Who exhibition? And what was your favourite piece from this exhibition? Thanks very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please like, share and subscribe. Hit the cloister bell for more notifications. Come say hello and follow me on Facebook and X, and do check out my other fantastic Doctor related content on Timey Wimey Review TikTok and Timey Wimey Review YouTube channel. Thanks as always for your love and support. Until we meet again.